Hello and welcome back for another vlog. Yes, I have all of my eBay stuff in my office. I am happy. This has been a long process. That's the reason why I have not posted any eBay vlogs. We have been busy with other things, and I have been busy in my office setting up my eBay place. And I have all of my totes in here. It's a total disaster in here. I will be embarrassed to show that right now. So we will stop right there and not do a show and tell on what my mess looks like. Embarrassing. Okay, today's vlog is about what something is worth and what something will sell for or has sold for. That's two different ends of the stick. Two ends. Okay, for example, I've had some friends, people message me and say, can you tell me what this is worth? First off, if you're asking me right now, I'm just going to use an example. Lord of the Rings, I know, so don't laugh. Don't laugh. This has sentimental value. My mother loved this stuff. And we went to every concert that was around here. And this is Troop 2. We have all of the dancers and crew's signature on this box. We went to their concert and I was taking a bunch of pictures. We had got there early. And I was taking a bunch of pictures before the concert started. And one of the crew members said, hey, do you want to come back here and meet the dancers? I'm like, yeah, sure. So me and my mom, after the concert, went backstage. And we got to hang out with the dancers. We sit back there and talk to them for about 3 hours. And they were actually from Ireland. So we were talking about the different cultures and, stuff around the area where we were at, what to do and everything. So after we left there, they were going to McDonald's to eat. So we got to hang out there with them and chat and cut up and carry on. That was pretty nice. That was a really good memory that I have with my mother. She laughed and she danced her little tail off, sitting there in the arena watching the Lord of the Dance. I have very good memories of her and I going to these concerts. She absolutely loved the music. She just loved it. And come to find out, doing her genealogy, she did have some Irish in her. So, okay. Anyway, back at the ranch. So I know for myself these signatures are authentic. I can't prove it. If a serious collector said, you prove to me that those are original signatures and I'll pay you XXX amount of money. Okay, I don't know. I can't prove that they're original is what I'm saying. But the signatures that is on this box, I've still got the tickets. And the night that we went, I got pictures of us talking to the dancers and all of them. He was actually the head dancer, not Michael Flatley. Michael Flatley was not there that night. But this is us. And here's one of the dancers signing the book. If someone just walked up to me right now and said, how much is this worth? In my mind, when I hear people say that, you're asking me, how much would you buy this for? I'm going to tell you, as someone who buys and resells, I'm going to give you 20 bucks for this right off the top. One, because I don't know if they sell or how much they sell for. What they are worth is pointless. It could be worth a penny. It could be worth $1,000. It could be worth $1 million. People ask me, what is this worth? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm not concerned about what something's worth. What I'm concerned about is how much something's going to sell for. So, as someone who buys and resells, if I pay $20 for this, I'm going to go list it on eBay for $50. Because I don't know. if you want to see how much something sells for, if you want to see how much money you can make off something, type in the information in the search bar on eBay. I'm going to type in Michael Flatley signed box set. Then that's how I'm going to look it up. And to see more, I might just type in Michael Flatley and that's it, and go straight to sold listings. Please, for the love of pizza and cheeseburgers and broccoli and steak and whatever you love, vacations, the beach, look at sold listings. Please, please do not look at current listings. I never look at that. I don't care what is currently listed. I don't care what has not sold. What I care about is what has sold. That is where you're going to make your money. You're not going to make money off what didn't sell. You're not going to make money off of what is currently listed. You are going to make money off what has sold. So, start there. Go directly to sold listings. If there is nothing there, once you hit search and it shows no results, it's for two reasons. One, either it's not common or rare, or two, it just never sells. Case in point, and I probably mentioned this in a previous vlog, we bought a metal and leather leg brace at an auction for $1. And it had just one word on it, and it began with an H. I can't remember what the name of it was. I could probably look back in my file cabinet and post it. So I figured for $1, we're not losing anything. If anything, I could put it in the yard sale for $5. So we got home that night from the auction, and what I do is when I buy something at the auction, and I don't know what it is, but to me it looks like it would sell for enough money for me to not waste my time on, I'll put it in a tote. The things that I automatically know what they are, I know it's going to sell, or there's a good possibility that it will sell, it's going to be easy for me to put on eBay, I go ahead and get those out of the way. So this leg brace, I put it on eBay, and it ended up selling, I think, for $79.99. I can't remember exactly. Anyway, I Googled it, and there was absolutely nothing on the internet on this leg brace. I was clueless. So I messaged the buyer once they bought it and I had shipped it. And the buyer responded and said that it was a leg brace that was used when people had polio. It was more of the high-end quality of leg brace. So that was pretty interesting to read about that. And I do that from time to time. If I list something and I can't find anything out on Google, I go ahead and go straight to eBay and put it in. And like if, like that leg brace was $1, and I couldn't find anything out on the leg brace. So what I done was I went in eBay and I just typed in metal, leather, leg brace. And then it had like a bar across at the foot with like a little screw that went down. And then I put foot. So there was other leg braces on there, but they didn't look like this one. So that's how I ended up listing it. So when people ask me, what is this worth? I'm like, if you're asking me right now how much I would pay you for that right now, $2. Because as a person who buys and resells, I have to have enough margin for profit. And for something like this that has sentimental value, you might as well put it back on the shelf. Because if you try to sell something based on sentimental value, you're never going to get it sold. You might get lucky, but 1 in a billion chance, it's not going to sell. So, Again, what something is worth and what something's going to sell for is two totally different things. Teach yourself how to utilize eBay, how to learn this stuff on your own, how to teach yourself. Type in the information that you have and type in search, but then at the either on your mobile, go to the upper right hand corner and go to filter, scroll down and you'll see sold listings. Click on that. Don't look at what's currently listed. If you're looking at what's currently listed, you've already lost money because those items have not sold. They are currently listed items. What you need to be concerned about as a buyer and reseller is how much money you can make off that one item, given its condition, its quality. For something like this, for authenticity, I don't even fool with that stuff. I've got two things that I have had authenticated. It's a process. It's a headache. No more. Unless I find someone off eBay who wants to buy. Craigslist or something like that. But start doing your own research and teaching yourself how to look this stuff up. And the reason why I say that is because, now I don't know everything about everything. I don't claim to, I never will. But I do know that when you ask other people what something is or what it's worth, they're either going to help you or they're going to hurt you. I read on these eBay Facebook pages and I see people post, what is this? You know, what is the material or something like that. I see so many people with conflicting answers, and I see so many people misleading other people. Like a few things, I knew what they were, but I never comment on that stuff. I'm just like, well, you know, they need to learn like the way that I had to learn. Luckily, I had a neighbor, or I have a neighbor, LP. I know you'll be watching this. I love you, girl. To me, she is an antique expert. She knows her T's and I's when it comes to antiques. And when it comes to artwork, like paintings and drawings and stuff like that, she is also what I consider an expert. She can look at something from a good ways back and know exactly what it is. She has helped me immensely, and I love her for that. Now, I will never be able to repay her enough for her kindness and helping me. But you have to teach yourself. You have to kind of step back away from everybody else and take control of yourself. I can't find the word that I'm looking for. Just be your own teacher. Teach yourself how to go in and look this stuff up. It's hard at first to catch on. And I see some people, they comment, I'm new at this, I'm just getting started, what's this worth, what is this? You know, I didn't go on the internet or Facebook or anywhere and say, what is this? Yeah, I asked my neighbor, LP, what some stuff was. But other than that, I just looked it up on the internet. Just type it in Google or go in and type it in an eBay. Like for stuff that doesn't have very markings or anything, I'll try eBay first. I'll type in what I can see. If I don't get anything, then I go to Google and I search under Google Images. And I kind of try to feel the way for what it actually is. If I can find an image on Google that is it, then I have to look and check and make sure that it's not a knockoff and it is authentic. We try to stay away from stuff that you have to authenticate or something. That stuff just, it takes too much time. To me, it's not worth it. So go on eBay and look under sold listings. I've had so many people say, how much is this worth? I don't care how much something's worth. And when I tell them that you don't need to be worried about how much something's worth. If you're going to sell it, you need to be more concerned about how much it will sell for. I can see artwork hanging up and it be worth $10,000, and I'm like, that's meaningless to me because I buy and resell it. But the whole point is teaching yourself. And once you get used to it, it's hard at first. I admit it. It was hard for me at first to research this stuff. But once I got the hang of it, it's easy as pie now. It is really, really easy. And we have taught ourselves so well on how to look this stuff up. It doesn't take hardly any time at all right now. But we do stay away from some things because it takes too much of my time to figure it out. We don't sell on eBay full time. eBay is the very last thing that we are financially worried about. We have so many other things going on right now. If I have time during the day to list stuff on eBay, I list. If I don't, I don't. As a matter of fact, I haven't listed any new listings on eBay for a few months now. I've just been relisting. But luckily, I got all of my eBay stuff in my office now. So hopefully within the next week or so, I'll be getting more stuff on there. But back at the ranch, what something is worth and what something will actually sell for is two different things. I mean, I've just had people walk up to me and just stick something in my face. What's this worth? I don't know. Why don't you look it up? Take right is what written on the packaging or whatever's on it, and just look it up. Look under sold listings. I don't know everything about everything. I don't claim to. I never will. I don't now. I never will. Never have. There's some things I know. There's 99% of things I don't know. But what something's worth and what someone is going to pay for something is two different things. You have collectors. For example, you got, like if my skill saw didn't work, I put on eBay for parts because people want stuff like that these days. The things that we do sell, like I got 2 totes of refrigerator parts here that needs to go on eBay. This is off of a fairly new refrigerator, so this stuff here should sell pretty good. In my mind, anyway. Because the shelving is a hot seller for refrigerator parts. And that is also on another vlog if you look back on our eBay tutorial playlist. So don't be so concerned about, and don't keep telling yourself, what is this worth? I gotta find out how much this is worth. I wonder what this is worth. Don't worry about what something's worth. Worry about how much is this going to sell for? How much did this sell for? That's all you need to be worried about. If you start telling yourself, how much did this sell for? Don't say, how much is this going to sell for? Say, how much did this sell for? You will gain confidence in yourself, because when I started telling myself, I wonder how much it sold for, went right to eBay and started looking at stuff up. Some stuff too you can go on Etsy and look at and look up to their sold listings also. And I didn't realize that there was a way you could look that stuff up, but I found a forum that actually shows you how to go look that stuff up, which is pretty cool. I might do a vlog on that. But anyway, the reason why I wanted to post this vlog is we've had a lot of people message us, email us, contact us, and ask us about, well, how much is this worth? Can you help me identifying that? I just don't have the time for that stuff. I love y'all, don't get me wrong. Huge thank you to our supporters. But I'm going to know the same thing that you basically know. So do what I did and what a lot of other people have done, is just start researching it yourself. That is so very important, is to teach yourself how to do this stuff. And if you get caught up on it for more than, say 5 minutes, put it in a tote, push it to the side, and let that tote be the tote that when you have extra time, like if you're in the evening sitting watching TV, then spend some time going on the internet and looking for it. Just don't let the whole thing of worth consume you, because once you're consumed by the idea of what something is worth, then you're pretty well much done. So look at how much stuff has sold for. Start there and grow from there. It's basically disciplining yourself, training yourself how to look at stuff up. Over time, you'll get better. You'll know how to look it up. You'll know where to go to look it up. But for now, I wanted to clear that because we've had so many people message us and email us pictures and stuff, and I don't know. I mean, if it's something that I can look at it and tell exactly what it is, I'll tell you. But what something has sold for last week, or we'll say at the beginning of the year versus now, is two different things. Times change every day. Some things are hot today and they're cold tomorrow. It just depends. So get your computer out, get your phone out, and start doing the work yourself. Teach yourself how to do it. Because I promise you, once you start teaching yourself, it's going to come a lot easier. You're going to get a lot better at it. You're going to become more disciplined at depending on yourself and learning and teaching yourself and knowing how to do it. And then as you grow and your business gets bigger, it's going to come a lot easier. It's going to come a lot faster, and things will get done a lot quicker. Trust me. Your listings will be better. None of your listings will get pulled off. Me personally, I stay away from things I have to authenticate to sell, because the authentication process is too long, too hasty, too much proof, too much this, too much that. Count me out. I had to sell something for a few $100s and up if I had to spend that much time and money on somebody to authenticate something. It's just not going to happen. But that's just my opinion. So I like to keep it simple and keep stuff moving fast. Keeping stuff moving fast, I'm making money. Some things I like to put big money on because I know it will sell. Because I've sold it before, it's still selling. So I'm going to end the vlog here. I know I've rambled on a little bit, but I can't stress the importance of stay away from the mentality of what something is worth. Don't worry about that. If you're in buying and reselling business, if you put something for bid up on eBay, let the people tell you what they're willing to pay. That is going to be your true teacher to let you know, hey, this is what I'm going to pay for it. That's all you're worried about. How much someone's going to pay for it. That's it. Put it on there. Put it bidding. Buy it now. I'm going to do a vlog on that. We've had some questions about that. But what someone is going to pay for it, then that is going to be what it's going to be worth to someone else. You have a collector. You have someone that uses parts. You have everything in your house. Someone will want to buy it. Trust me. So I'm going to end the vlog there. I've got a few more coming. Thank you for watching. I appreciate your support. Those of you that are our Patreon supporters, we do have a reward coming out, so do be prepared for that. I do have a vlog coming up on Patreon that is going to be about how much money we make, or it breaks down how much money we make and the fees and stuff. Because I mentioned one of my vlogs that I set aside 25% for eBay and PayPal fees. I know I overestimate that because I'd rather overestimate than underestimate. So that's going to be a vlog that is going to be done on Patreon for our Patreon supporters. We have some very excellent Patreon supporters. Thank you for my Patreon supporters. Thank you for those of you that are watching right now. Thank you very much. We are getting tons of positive support. I received the nicest email the other day from a lady that had held on to stuff since she was a child. She is now pulling everything out and selling it and getting rid of it so she can do some home remodeling. She also has gotten caught up on some of her bills. I'm so happy to receive stories of that, of people saying how much I have helped them, and my husband has helped to help people either get a little bit ahead financially or take that money and do some home repairs or some upgrades or something. That makes me feel good. At least I know I'm helping. So thank you so much for the support. Keep checking back for our vlogs. That's all I have. But just remember what something's worth and what someone is actually going to pay for something is two different things. So always go to sold listings. That's the only thing as a buyer and reseller that you need to worry about is what it sold for. That's it. Don't worry about worth. Worth is worthless. If you're in it to make money, worth is the last thing on your mind. I want to see how much it sold for. And that's it. Thank you for watching.